Let's talk about this thing, this camera right here. This camera is a DJI Osmo action camera. Well, hello there. How are you finding outstanding people on this beautiful morning? That's right, guys. It's morning, I'm awake, and I'm going to stay awake. Let's go drive some truck. He's gonna make sure everything is exactly the way he left it, and his bedding is all brand new. Is it to your likings, Opie? It'll work? Okay. I'm sorry, but I have to wash that every week. Okay, we're good then. Well, boys and girls, our agenda today is to get started over here on the western side of Iowa. And we're gonna truck over to Greenfield, Indiana. We're starting this morning because I really want to not be where I was last week, or for the past 3 weeks, where I got my days and nights all screwed up, because that just wasn't pleasant. What's in the trailer? Well, what's in the trailer is, well, this is our 3rd week of hauling it. I'm reluctant to tell you because I don't want you guys hijacking me. It's the good steak. It's the good stuff. It's the really good stuff. It's really good. Let's just say if I break down and get stranded in the middle of nowhere for years probably, but for days and days, I will eat very good. I tell you what, these glasses aren't going to work. Wow. Thought I could make them work, but sorry, doctor. I really am. He tells me to leave those glasses on all the time. But guys, I can see. I mean, that's the part that I'm puzzled about, is I can see just fine. And my eyes just hurt after I get done editing videos and looking at the computer screen for so long. I gotta have sunglasses, Doc. Please forgive me. Just for a pair of sunglasses that are prescribed, man, they're like $400. I'm a tad too tight to worry about that, man. But like I said, but yeah, guys, that's our agenda, so we just want to go ahead and get started with it. commercials that have been on my channel here. Gosh, I can't remember how long it's been since we monetized, maybe a couple months here. All those commercials that's been on there, guys, this is what it's buying. So I'm extremely sorry that there's commercials on there, and I'm pretty sure YouTube really loves the long videos because they put a lot of commercials in those 25-minute videos. If I just threw a 9-minute video up every day, or maybe even just a 13-14-minute video up every day, there'd just be a couple commercials in it. But my videos are usually around that 20 to 25-minute long span, you know, so they put a lot of commercials in there. But I hate putting the commercials in there. I really do. I don't, you know, I'd love it if it was no commercials at all, but at the end of the day, we really got to remember, as of right now, those commercials, this is still a hobby. And you don't really want to drop, you know, this camera is about $260 to $300 camera. You know, then you add the microphone on it, the tripod, and all those little goodies that we're going to put on it. You know, you don't really want to go dropping that much money into just a hobby unless you're making just a little bit of money on that hobby. So unfortunately, you know, that's why we got to monetize the channel, is because maybe we can get stuff like this and make our angles a little bit better. Throughout the week, this week, we're going to go ahead and test a bunch of different angles with it. We have 3 different angles set up inside the truck, but I have plans on getting a couple set up outside. There's one on the mirror I want to get set up over here, and then we'll decide where else to put them. I think this camera's really going to work out good though. And when I first bought it, I was really skeptical on it. I really was. I wanted to do the old stubborn thing and say, man, I don't like this thing. It's not working near as good as my phone did, blah blah blah, but I think it's going to work. I really do. Potty break time, both him and me. We're just east of Ames, Iowa now. I'm gonna take Highway 30 all the way across to Iowa, or I'm sorry, a good chunk across to Iowa. You doing all right? You know, I can already hear you guys. How are you supposed to get used to your glasses if you don't wear them? Well, what I think I'm going to do right now, my eye doctor told me that when I wake up, put them on right away. And if I don't make it all the way through the day, just take them off, start over the next day. I think we're just gonna do that. Realistically, guys, I can see just fine. And no, it's not just me being stubborn and saying I can see fine, I don't need glasses. I can see fine. My eyes just feel strained at the end of the day, or they feel strained after editing videos. So don't think I'm taking them off and like, oh my gosh, Schmidt's blind. Because no, he's not blind, guys. I can see. There you go. I promised you guys Opie view. Hey, Ope. Would you like your bottled water? Yes. Yes. Well, you gotta get up and do something. Yeah? No, you gotta get up and do something. The camera is on you and you don't even know it now. No, you don't. No, I don't want to pet you yet. No, I just vacuumed the truck all up. It was so pretty with no hair. Now we're full of hair again, or we will be. Yeah. Yeah. We'll be back shortly. Alright guys, we got some miles under our belt now. We got a full tank of fuel, so we're good to go the rest of the way. Let's talk about this thing, this camera right here. This camera is a DJI Osmo action camera. I am not a review kind of guy. I am not a tech kind of guy. But what I am is a simple kind of guy, and I love this thing so far. The first day I tried it, I hated this thing so far. Let me tell you the things I like about it the past few days we've been running it. It has a screen on the front of it. So when I'm talking to you guys right now, I can look over here. I have a screen right here to make sure I'm still in the shot and we're not talking like this or talking like that. Come here, Opie. Come on. So that's one thing I really love about it. It's that front screen. The other thing I love about it is the simplicity of it, in the wise of you can turn this thing on and go right away and not change anything at all. You don't have to change any settings. It's ready to go. On that same note though, you can actually change a lot of settings. You can customize this thing as much as you want to and actually save the settings to where you just push a button on the side of the camera and it will go to your saved settings. That is awesome thing about it. You can push the record button when it's completely off. You can push the record button and have it set to go to the recording settings that you want. Like if you want it in 4K at 30 or 60 or 25, you can set it to that and be ready to go. You push the record button, boom, it starts recording, even if it's off. Come here, Opie. And transfer everything from this camera over to your phone wirelessly. A lot of people think, oh, you got a GoPro. Oh, you got a GoPro. No, remember guys, GoPro is a brand. GoPro isn't the camera. GoPros are the same size as this action camera, but they're action cameras. They're not GoPros. And in the wise of GoPros, I did a lot of research on GoPros before I bought this one. I asked a lot of other YouTube channels what they use for cameras. 3 of the people I asked, they do not use action cameras to record their videos. They actually use like the Canon 50 or other cameras. But like Welker Farms, you know, they're a big YouTube channel. They use these action or osmo actions, and that was one thing that I kind of went toward it, because everybody that's telling me about the GoPros is, well, they're junk. I've never had one, but that's what everybody tells me is that they're junk. They freeze up all the time, they overheat, you don't get the options you do on this one. I have no clue, guys. Do not hold me to that. I do not have a GoPro. Will I have one? No, probably not, because they're, in my eyes, they're way overpriced for what they are. That's about it right now. Now, in the wise of that corn back there, what'd you guys think of yesterday's video? Well, don't answer me on this. I'm going to put a link down there to yesterday's video. You guys give it a watch, see, and if you haven't watched it or left a comment or anything on it, go ahead and do that. That was really fun. Really fun. That was a lot of fun to do. And I'm looking forward to getting back out there to record some during corn harvest. It'll be the same crew. Extremely nice people. As for right now, you ready to go, Ope? Alright, right now we're on Interstate 80. We're at a come and go. We got us some Iowa cheap fuel. About ready to jump into Illinois to continue on to Indiana. I'll be back with you in a little bit. Guess what? I just got off the phone with Wharton. Guess what that means? We are parked at a normal person's hours. Hope you guys got your fix of Opie. You guys be safe. As always, I'll talk to you next time. Or see you next time. I think it's I see you next time. What is it, Opie? Oh yeah, I'll see you next time. Yeah, you guys be safe. And as always, I'll see you next time. That's how it goes.